it's Sarah with Houseplants Boise, and I'm going to go over real quickly how I water my orchids and what I feed them with. So I use the Miracle-Gro water soluble fertilizer for not just orchids, but also all acid loving plants. And who doesn't like a little bit of acid from time to time? So it wants us to use it every 2 weeks, fertilize your plants every 2 weeks with this, and then every 4 weeks during resting periods. So a resting period I would consider for an orchid is when they're not producing a lot of blooms, or it's winter time and they're not producing a lot of blooms, or that's about it. Yeah, typically winter time, or if they're not in a reproductive stage. I am going to, well, let's see what the label says. Mix 1 tablespoon per gallon of water and apply over soil. That's actually for outdoor plants, but it says small bowl, large bowl. I guess it's all what you think is small and large, you know, like what's your concept. So what I'll be doing is filling up my sink, this one, with water, and then just putting my orchids in it to soak, allow the bark to get really wet and moist. I'm going to use half of the big one, okay? And my reasoning behind this is it already has slow release fertilizer in the bark. I don't want to over fertilize or burn my orchids. I don't like plants on crack. I like my plants to feel like they're being nourished naturally and not pushed into reproduction. Okay, who wants that? So I use just this regular black stopper. Yeah, you can use whatever you want, toilet paper, whatever works for you. And then I have it on, like, it's not super cold. I don't want to shock them. It's like lukewarm, you know. They say better to be hot or cold than lukewarm, but in this case, lukewarm is just fine for these guys. So I'm going to add it now. That half scoop, put it in there, and then bam. I want to get that fertilizer all the way through. Mix it up a little bit. While that's going on, close my fertilizer pack and put it where it belongs. It's good to keep things put away. So I can't fit all my orchids in this one sink, but I am going to reuse that water. I'm not going to flush it out and put more in. I'll just do a rotation. These ones I just planted. You like it? This one belongs in the bathroom because the bathroom's a beach and it's got seashells and bubbles. And then this one's a little princess. So she'll probably end up in the kitchen. Nothing wrong with that. Okay. That's probably good. Yeah, I might have filled it up a little too high, but whatever. Yeah. It's going to take a minute for it to sink down in there. I don't want to like plunge it, because if it plunges, the bark's going to go everywhere. And that's all right. I can clean it up. I'm not shy about that. That's something when you're a plant person, you just come to realize, is that you are a plant janitor. That's what my professor said. She said, look, you guys, you may not realize this now because you're in school. And I just want to give it to you straight. You are a glorified plant janitor. Your life is going to consist of picking up after plants. It's like, oh, you're a mom. Congratulations. Oh, you are a maid. But there's nothing wrong with that. There's actually great joy to be had in cleaning up after plants and people, the little ones, you know. Shows you care, service, minded, all the good things. Nothing wrong with it. It's all right to humble yourself a little bit. It's not even about being humble, it's about doing your part. Can you imagine if everyone felt like it wasn't their responsibility to clean up after someone or something else? This world would be a mess. So, yeah. Oh, here we go. So I did fill it up a little bit too much for this one guy. So I got a little mini pot stand. It's about being versatile, you know, using all the tools you have at hand. I like tools. I'm not one though. Okay. That's good. And we'll put the princess in there next to Bubbly.